I did recorded before a video about spiritual strength, that it can be tested in harsh environments and life can give you those. You may have a position or work as a prison guard, for example, or different kind. Life can throw you in some hostile environment, and from this you can see how you will be able to manage in that environment, if you will be peaceful or you will be raging or you will be hostile or whatever is inside of you, how you can manage your own emotions. And the same way, life in due course also will test you over and over and over, how peaceful you are, what you have still inside, if you will be reacting to things of life or you remain peaceful, in control of your emotions, in observation of your emotions, feeling of those. And it will be tested in most dramatic events, for example, sudden illness or sudden pain, toothache, and many other events when someone will say something to you and you suddenly will have need to respond, react. There is no way to cheat that inner temple, God, Allah, existence. It always will check you at some point of time. So that test will come over and over and over to check us, how we are, what is still inside. For example, we may think we are spiritually strong, which is quite of nonsense, because somehow simple thing can come to us like toothache, and when you know that tranquil inner shield at that moment, you will see in how much big pain you are, how much you cannot manage those things. Just only when that shield, inner shield, that tranquility drops, or when you are not ready and suddenly someone says something to you and you have really strong need to react. That means that inner accumulation, inner impressions, inner past sins, imprints is still a match. The temple inside is full of those, and when that fullness is like boiling inside, your own organism, mental state, nervous system want to remove it, want to press this out. When this will be happening, you will be more likely not in control of yourself. You will be reactive. So how important is to regularly pray, meditate, and keep yourself in that. Actually, that all practice is designed to keep you in that pure state, in that tranquility, that softness of the heart. Because in that softness of the heart, that tranquility, that anger, that all them impressions, imprints inside can be transformed. Whenever your body, your mind, God, Allah, existence try to press this out, like remove this from you, you will be reactive. You will be like on unconscious side of yourself. You may be impulsive. So in those moments you need to catch yourself in that. But catching yourself is not enough. You need to be inside of yourself in that tranquility and softness in order to enlarge in pure space. Somehow that dark space, that congestion, that those imprints have to be transformed. That most difficult process, horrible actually process, Like tonight, in the middle of the night, I wake up like drained, weak, very weak, with toothache. It's only showing that what's coming like outside of you, what kind of horror or what kind of chaos going on inside of your body. There is many processes inside of that, and existence actually may give you or manufacture for you something to release your emotions. Actually, it's going through pain quite often. When you feel excessive pain of different kinds, then in natural ways you will be angry. You will have those emotions inside. They will manifest and they will need to be expressed in a way, one way of another. You may be angry on yourself, angry on somebody. You may suddenly blow up to somebody. We got plenty of those accumulated emotions, and they will cause as well pain. Because when they are not expressed, we keep them inside. They will start causing illnesses, different kind of illnesses. It is like poison inside. We keep that anger, jealousy, envy, pride, hatred inside. It's like dark energy, downgraded energy, which keeps mind on a conscious side of life. That mind cannot think very well with those. And in a way as well is quite often negative or quite often thinking incorrectly. We see this in the world. How many people, how many politicians have polluted minds? They don't know that this is effect of accumulation inside, some imprints. And when we go to that other side, we will be lying straight in the faces of people, straight in the faces of nations. This is all accumulation, unconsciousness. Most of the humans carry on that inside. And from existence to existence, they don't know how to decrease that. They carry this over and over and over, and perhaps they're creating more and more and more. Because somehow there is big unwillingness to reach for spiritual sources, to be good human being, we all want this, but to change that, we don't know really how to do it. And that unwillingness, that unconsciousness, that Satan, devil, don't want to practice those things, don't want to go into God way, Allah way, existence way. Once that accumulation is a match, it is angry in us. It become intelligent. That anger become intelligent. It don't want to be uncovered, don't want to be changed, don't want to be removed. It want to go around those things. But there is a moment when existence will give you like no choice whatsoever. Simply that accumulation will forcefully have to be pushed out from us. Through illness, through different pains, we see all those emotions. Like I did this night, I wake up with toothache. And I've been really exhausted and weak. I seen I cannot do anything with that. I decided to sleep a little longer. But it is impossible to sleep like that. So after 1 hour laying like that, I decided to go and take painkillers. That did something, but still I wasn't been able to address those arising emotions in me, that pain. But there was morning time, 6 o'clock in the morning, so there was prayer time for me. And actually in this, when you sit to prayer, start bowing, start doing those rakats, and sit to meditation later on, that tranquility is generated, that they call it taqwa of Allah as well. That is generated, that soft space is generated, where you will be able to chase your pain, chase your emotions. You're just sitting in that softness, that field, inner field, and you feel where is that pain. You feel different arising energetic impulses in your brain, in your body, different pains in your body. All of that can be felt. All them emotions are accumulated somewhere, and earlier or later it will have to be released one way or another. And when they are not released, or there is much of it, we experiencing something like sudden drop of energy, drop of good right thinking. We're going like to unconsciousness. Suddenly we have need to react, need to respond, quite often nastily, quite often on a way when it will offend somebody. We basically want to pass that negative energy somewhere, release that somewhere. That's what happening when mind is full of those, when body, mind, that inner system, soul is full of those. At some point of time, you won't be able, nobody won't be able to carry on that inside. Existence does it, releasing this in many different various ways. Sometimes through illnesses, through pains, different kind of pains, illnesses, through events of the life. And there is no way to avoid those things, run away from those. But there is difference between, if you are aware, if you practice something, we keep practice something, keep exploring that inner temple, so we may be able to address certain things when they arouse in us. At least be aware and conscious. Okay, I made another mistake. I see those patterns will repeat over and over and over. It not instantly make us holy person. Definitely it's happening quite rarely that someone overcome all of those. Usually it is lifelong practice when you like softening your core, you learning your behaviors, habits, you learning those invalid things which are accumulated within. You learning, you seeing that, okay, again I commit some mistake, I offended somebody, I did something to somebody, I said something which was not correct, not nice. So over the time, after perhaps many of those, you start be aware, okay, I carry this inside and that inside, this kind of habits, that kind of behavior. And you're trying to investigate it and trying to explore your inner temple. And together with that, after a while, times come when you will be able to sit to meditation and address those hidden emotions. Actually, emotions are the reason you thinking and acting not correctly. It is accumulated past pain, past trauma, past many things inside of the body in form of energy, which needs to be expressed and released. And when we don't know how to release this, then when time comes and this is released automatically, you're passing this to somebody. Also on yourself, you will be angry on yourself, on somebody, you will be expressing yourself badly. But when there is at least a little bit trace of awareness, consciousness in you, you will be able to address those things, or just simply sit to meditation, prayer, and observe and feel that in yourself, like I did today in the morning. I just prayed maybe 8 rakats, 8 Islamic short prayers, and later I sat to meditation and just felt what's happening inside of my body, inside of my mind, where I feel that pain, where I feel that emotions, where I feel that energetic disturbance within. It's all energy, energy of your past behaviors, past doing, past reactions. We accumulating those things. So if we are not conscious now, we should be conscious, because later on we will have to clean all of that in order to feel well and function well and live well. Because when that cup is full, we cannot live well. We're living through pain, through that filter of the mind, which is quite tormentful experience, which not allow us to live rightly that existence. Salam alaikum and God bless you.